Rap Sucks Radio. Blah, 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 blah.
Traumatics, you can't deal with change, man. He's like, I quit.
Forget about it.
Oh man. All right, we gonna jump into it because I'm ready for this one.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't read it, but I'm actually ready for the conversation. But you know what I didn't ask though, man? How was your day? How's your day, Kev?
My day was great. How was yours?
It was cool. I did actually drive into work today.
Really?
Yeah. I did drive to Glendale and work for 5 hours before I came back and worked for another 4 or 5 hours. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh yeah. Yo.
I didn't know they were. I didn't know they were letting anyone work there.
Well, it's crazy. It's like out of a movie. Like, you know, you have to have a mask to enter the building. Mm-hmm. There's like a dude wiping doorknobs and handles off all day. Like it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty intense. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I did not know. Yo, Jeff, I didn't know Omega quit Facebook. Is it a quit or a hiatus? I was under the impression it was a hiatus. Which I totally get, if I'm being honest with you right now. Right now is the perfect time to take a break from Facebook.
I'm totally with that too. Because I didn't know. So as far as I know, he didn't give the long drawn out.
Oh, don't you love it?
We've talked about this before, man. If you're thinking about leaving whatever your social media platform of choice is, do not give the long drawn out explanation. Don't even make it sound slightly dramatic. Just bounce.
Just leave.
Act like you act in real life. Just bounce.
Just leave.
And then when you come back, no one will notice.
Yeah, I love it. Hey guys, this platform is this is crazy around here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave Facebook for a while. I don't know. Yeah. Those who have my number, you can text me. Oh, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
We already knew that.
If you don't have my number, I'll talk to you later. You know, it's just this is for my own mental sanity.
What about this? Yeah.
If you guys don't want to hear the truth about 5G, I can't play with you anymore. You just want to post your little cat pictures and cute pictures of your kids. I'm about real stuff, man.
I will say this after talking all this trash. I was a moderator for a Lakers group, and today I quit. I didn't do the long drawn out speech. I just told the other moderators, yo, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? It's a little too much energy for me, and I just want to.
You found out you weren't going to get a piece of the stimulus money they got?
Right. The group I like the group. I was like, look, I had a why do I care moment. You know what I'm saying? With a couple of things today. It was very interesting. I was sitting there in front of my computer and I had two things open and both of them were going back and forth about whatever they're trying to do, and I just was like, what? Why do I care about any of this? I'm done. So I stopped commenting on one and quit the other one. Like, yo, I'm done with this. Yeah. Word up.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't need any defense.
Oh, nah. Of course not.
He does way too much. He does way too much for us.
Yeah, we support anything that he does. Matter of fact, just big. Oh. Just to make sure he knows. We appreciate it. But yeah, you know what though? As we, this isn't necessarily one of the topics of the day, but I do strongly suggest and believe in taking social media breaks. I do, not necessarily the announcement of them, but I'm like, you have to, because the amount of information, it after a while you just get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It's very good to take. Yeah,
whenever you come back, you're going to realize that nothing is different. Everyone who's been bad was just as bad, if not worse.
Yep.
And everyone who's cool is still there.
Yep.
And, you're going to end up getting upset in another 3 months.
Yeah. And take another break. All right. You alive on Rap Sucks Radio with your homeboy Track Life and your fam, Kev Sakota.
I quit.
What up, J Ski? As many of you guys know, this is the In Here Trippin edition, where we drop a new episode Sunday through Thursday at 8 o'clock live on IG. And then that same episode drops the following morning on all of your favorite streaming platforms, including Rap Sucks Radio, but excluding Pandora for some odd reason. I'm just going to keep saying it until it happens.
You are.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a real sweet talker.
So crack a can of old head energy and kick it with us. Let's get started. I have a soundboard for this. Can I get started before you even read the thing?
Oh, I hope it is what I think it is.
Ready?
Yep. That sounds so terrible too. That's awesome.
It is terrible. Let's do it. We finna talk aliens. I'm ready to do it. Actually, we're gonna talk UFOs, but whatever.
Okay.
All right. Title of this discussion from Kev. Wait, Kev, were you gonna sing this Michael Jackson style, or were you just gonna say it?
I don't think I'm not gonna do either one.
The title of this is "We Are Not Alone."
That's right.
Ominous.
That's right.
Ominous. This is reported by CNN. The characters or players involved in this are Scully and Mulder. So the Pentagon. All right. So we've already started off pretty. It might be aliens. Might be time to quit.
Yeah,
it might be. Actually, you know what? I quit. I give up. That was it. Pentagon. That means it's over. The Pentagon has officially released 3 short videos showing unidentified aerial phenomena that previously had been released by a private company. Mm-hmm. The Navy previously acknowledged the veracity of the videos in September of last year. They are officially releasing them now in order to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage that has been circulated was real, or whether or not there is more to the videos, according to the Pentagon spokesperson Sue Go. You thought it was gonna be Sue Goo, didn't you? Didn't you? Say you thought it was gonna be Sue Goo.
What do you mean, like the way you pronounced it, or
no, just in general? Because I did initially, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go the other way with this. Although it could technically be Sue Goo. Jeff said it's the Trump Space Force. You
remember Shugu?
Yes, I do. After a thorough review, the department has determined that the authorized release of these unclassified videos does not reveal any sensitive capabilities or systems, said Goo in a statement, and does not impinge on any subsequent investigations of military airspace incursions or unidentified aerial phenomenon. So that was basically a lot of nothing. After that, it says the Navy now has formal guidelines for how its pilots can report when they believe they have seen possible UFOs. Kev.
It's crazy, man. You know what caught my eye is that I saw it on the social media.
Right.
And the still image from the CNN piece. Did you see that? Because it's covered up by the play button.
Yeah. I didn't see that. I actually missed it.
If you just press play real quick and pause it, it looks like a early model TIE fighter.
Does it really?
Dead serious. I mean, it quickly turns into just like a glowing orb, but
right.
For that half second, it looks like a TIE fighter, which that's what got me interested.
So here's a funny one. So I actually used to watch Ancient Aliens. I think it's a funny show. It actually is a pretty funny show. But one of the things I actually did find pretty interesting about that show was it was pretty much always like Air Force pilots or Navy pilots. Some of they were the ones that always caught the odd thing, doing these aerial missions or whatever. That behind that was like sailors, people that were doing missions in the dark or out in the dark, out and
right.
by themselves. So I kind of it was a little interesting. Now, they used to go really far. Like, they used to be like, and, when your puppy scratches itself, maybe it's alien. It's like, all right, let's settle down here. But I used to find it interesting that the Air Force pilots or whatever would be that now, I mean, and when it said the Navy had formal guidelines for it now, I'm like, oh, okay, well, about time, because it seemed like for the last like 50 years they've been saying, hey, we seen some weird stuff in the sky, and it was like, yo, man, go home. It's like, all right. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, my theory continues to be that obviously there has to be someone else out there, something else out there.
Right.
But it's like they're pulling up to Earth, like if you pull up to some terrible strip mall or something like that, and it doesn't quite look right to you, and you just keep moving. You just keep on rolling.
Like,
you get close enough to see that you don't need a out of business Payless shoe source and off-brand 7-Eleven or whatever. You just keep it moving.
It's
Try
like
to pull up to the next block.
It's like,
They're like, didn't that used to be green and blue? I was like, yeah, now it's just kind of beige.
Traumatic said there's a story where pilots confused Venus for UFO. So there's that. If you ever, so if I wanted to actually consider even further information, I can also think of that. You know what? It's one of those things, dude. It's one of those things where I don't believe in ghosts. So there's that. Not entirely sure about aliens, at least as far as visiting Earth or whatever. It's like you said, I kind of feel like they pull up like when you find out the jam is whack. Like, all right, this is a terrible jam. I'm not going to be here at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you see the people in line and you're like, it's not for me.
No, I'm not even kicking it.
No. They're obviously not playing Nelly in there.
But
you tried to keep moving. See, you tried to alien that conversation right there.
God, it is ridiculous. How ridiculously bad is that dude's music? All right. Also, Traumatics, for you guys' information, Traumatics said Venus is going to be the brightest this year. So,
is that when
tonight?
Is it Venus and one of the other planets, and the moon is supposed to make a happy face?
Boom. Check that out. Well, this Nelly's dead thing has got it. This can't be a thing that is connected to Rap Sucks Radio. One day we're going to be popular enough for somebody to actually say that we said that Nelly died.
Isn't that a Curtis Mayfield song?
Nelly's dead. Oh boy.
Oh dude. So yeah, I mean this is cool though. The thing that blew my mind though is the dude whose company, the Blink 182 dude, is the dude who had rights to the video.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's his company. And I read that. I had to read that like 3 or 4 times. Like, I believed the fact that there are UFOs more than I believed that it was the guy from Blink 182's company that was bringing this all to light. So, shout to him, man.
Yeah, shout out. Yo, you did it. You know what I mean?
Blink 182.
It might have been Venus, but, you showed something.
Yeah. Try. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty... it was fascinating. It was a pretty fascinating short read, so I don't know, but it's still makes
kept
me laugh.
Kept your attention
for a bit, but it's still
so good.
All right,
yeah,
that'll be better in the
so
mix.
good.
Sugu in the house. You know what I mean?
So.
All right, Traumatics. I got it. That's the story for now. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry for those that are listening to the rebroadcast. This but Traumatics is stupid. Hold on a sec. Wait. He said. He bounced. Okay, so wait. I'm sorry for the long pause.
You got to read that off. Yeah, read that off.
All right, so Traumatics was a DJ Traumatics met Nelly at a fashion show. He played one of Nelly's songs and Nelly left. On his own song, Nelly bounced. See, this is it. This is why Rap Sucks Radio exists, to prove me right. You're right, Traumatics. Even Nelly doesn't like his own music. Exactly. He went down his own street in a Range Rover after hearing his own music.
Oh, that's too bad.
That is too bad.
He left you hanging, bro.
He did. Speaking of music, I'm going to rehash an old conversation from a couple of episodes ago. Why not?
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to be the jerk on this one.
Are you really? All right, let's do this.
I think so.
My comment for this is IG really wants to lose their market share really badly. If you guys can hear this in the background, by the way, it's my daughter walking by and trying to enter the video right about now. All right, she didn't enter. Okay, babe, go ahead. Hayes, no dear. See, this is crazy. This is happening live.
Where's my house?
It's out there. Go back into the room.
It's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
I guarantee there she is.
There she goes.
There she is.
Right in and out of the video. This is awesome.
Now, can anyone hear what's going on or no?
I don't know. Hayes, go back into the room. This is a parenting live on TV.
Hayes.
All right.
Oh, man.
All right.
You don't have anything under control, man.
I do not.
I try and be cool about this stuff, man, but it bothers me, man.
Fair enough. You know what I'm saying? My parenting. my sister said that Hayes just got her SAG card.
Yeah.
She did. She did. Just now.
It's not. Absolutely
I'm
not
like
that
Teddy
serious.
Riley, though. I'm not paying no royalties for any appearances.
She's barely getting her free AAA card with that one.
For real. All right. Anyway, speaking of of market share, thank you. IG really wants to lose their market share is my title for this. All right.
Okay.
So, copyright claims from this article in Paper Mag says copyright claims are ruining live streams for everyone. So this is a long article. I do hate the fact that D-Nice is getting like all the credit for starting this, but I do understand that he was, probably the most popularized one to do it. So I get that, but I do want everybody out there to know that D-Nice was not the first DJ to go live on IG, nor the first DJ to attract viewers going live. He, did it at an opportune time, and he did it dope, and that's why he deserves credit, but he wasn't the first.
Who were the DJs? Who were other DJs who were doing it? Like, I assume no one was doing it on that level, viewer-wise, but
other DJs. Well, I mean, it was pretty much consistent. Like you had Jay Ski was doing it before. You had Tech LG from from Technicali was doing it before. DJ Spider was doing it before.
Sure,
he had a pretty big audience as well. So there were a fair amount of scam artist DJs that would go on occasionally. So yeah. So yeah, a spokesperson that confirmed that Instagram worked closely with D-Nice. This is the part that I really wanted to get. To ensure that the homeschool stream went smoothly, but when asked to clarify the normal rules for streaming DJ sets live, they say there are a few more limits to what's allowed. This is their quote. While our partnerships with music rights holders allow people to add music to the moments they share on Facebook and Instagram, music rights are complex, and there are layers to the limitations in how we can allow people to include music in their live videos. So I'm of the opinion that whatever, nonsense. And yes, I know quite a bit about music licensing rights, etc. But this is nonsense, right? Like, to me, first of all, the artists are getting paid 0.0000001 like a 1/10,000% of a penny for every stream. So you might as well let DJs run the music. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it. Second of all, look.
What up, cuz?
What up?
My actual cousin.
Your
Sorry,
actual cousin.
I wasn't,
Gangbang. Oh, and the 808 too. All right.
Yep.
My second opinion of this though is, look, Twitch, Mixcloud, people are really attacking this space that Instagram kind of had on lock. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel like IG needs to step it up. Like, I think they're going to lose quite a bit of market share on this. So you said you were going to be a jerk about this, which I didn't mean to call you in front of your own cousin, but go ahead.
I was going to say, it's not like I'm said it like it's something new. So listen, it's just like with, Facebook or any other platform that had to crack down on YouTube, that had to crack down on copyright infringement. They kind of they have to say that they're making an effort, right?
Sure.
because they know that their business is the business of traffic and eyeballs, right?
Right.
And advertisement, really.
Right.
So they need to keep that traffic flowing. Obviously, this is something that's going to keep the traffic up and keep people's attention, probably for a more extended period of time than anything else that's out there.
Everything else that's out there.
Yeah, I mean, D Nice kept people in one place for hours.
Yep.
And then drew additional attention after the fact. So, when that happens, I would assume that then you cross some sort of a threshold where it's like, all right, well, they already know they're going to get they're going to get some sort of conversation. It's if not attacked by the labels or accused of some sort of bad faith, that someone's going to be paying attention. They're going to get phone calls. They got to deal with, okay, well, how are we going to make this equitable?
Right.
And that maybe has never happened as much before, even with a guy like Spider, who I assume probably gets at least a few thousand people checking him out, right?
Yeah. Throughout.
But it's still relative to whatever it was that the D Nice got. It's relatively small, and also this was like you said, very of the moment. So they're going to have an answer, which means they're going to have to act at least like they're doing something, which means they're going to have to say that they're doing something to control this.
Right.
The way, because they're supposed to be conscious of it. So I don't know if I'm saying I want to be a jerk about it, but it's like, if they're going to make a deal with the guy who is right now got the biggest audience and got the biggest platform, D Nice, which by the way is pretty well deserved. It's not like he's just
definitely
come out of nowhere, and happen to get lucky or something.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what you do. There are big venues that book big DJs. They pay their ASCAP and their BMI and their CSAC, and they take care of that because they play music from big artists, by big artists every single night. So they take care of that stuff, and the artists get paid big money, and that's how it works, right? In the physical world.
Sure.
So if they're going to do a deal like that with someone like D Nice, I get it. And if anything, it's like, okay, well, maybe they can use this as a incentive to figure out a way to, okay, well, how can we make this something that people with smaller audience, more niche audiences can take advantage of as well? Cool. They haven't had an incentive to do that yet, and it's going to cost money.
Well, but here's the thing though. It's going to cost the user money, and that's the thing. Like Mixcloud is $15 a month for the licensing. I think that's awesome. Matter of fact, I think there's a larger discussion we can have, maybe next episode or the following episode, where Mixcloud offering this $15 full copyright clearance fee could actually change radio. Mm-hmm. Because at this point, if your copyrights are taken care of, right? If your licensing is taken care of for $15 a month, then what stops you from putting on a radio show where you talk for a minute and play your favorite song, right? You're covered.
Yeah, you mentioned that last time with Mixcloud, and I think it's a little bit different for them because I believe they're based in the UK, so I don't know how that legally is different for them. But they have restrictions around that. But IG it's live, and you can't, it's challenging, if not impossible, to download it or even to, unless you're screen capturing it, that's it. Mixcloud, you can, there's a number of ways that you can kind of get around whatever the restrictions are, not to be a snitch, but but I mean, it's not super easy, and it's not on demand. So,
right.
There's different things that they can look at, and as musicians or especially DJs show that they provide a service to the platform in keeping people in one place and keeping eyeballs engaged, keeping people's attention engaged, then I think there's more of a case to be made for them spending the money to engineer those type of solutions. Because if IG had the same offerings as Mixcloud would be done.
Yeah, I think that's
music wise.
I think that's part of my argument here as well. Like it's like you have a chance to kind of dominate the market. The people are already on IG.
Right.
The live streams have been getting, even to look at it for a couple DJs, I mean, it might be like 100 or 200 views in an hour. I mean, that's not bad. That's a full club. You know what I mean? So,
right.
And, DJs are finding ways to monetize it, which we discussed in another episode before, and I had some misgivings about it, and now I kind of completely understand it. When I DJ, I still don't post my Venmo, only because I'm not a working DJ. If I was though, I'd probably have my Venmo.
But I thought you shouted out your Venmo in the first 5 minutes of the last.
See, you didn't hear it. That's what it might. That was the trick. So yeah,
Dom, I'll let it go, dude. I won't.
it's
I won't
okay.
Ever bring
It's all right.
it up.
I wrote it down here. I said the players involved in this are DJs without mics. So. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. This is a creative space, man. I think a lot of times that people are gonna have to, these companies. I think they have the upper hand on the record labels right now. You know what I'm saying? You
mean like a D-Nice or a... To me, it was. I didn't know that he did a deal with them. Was Homeschool the first one that he did?
Yeah. And
Michelle Obama and Oprah was on and all that stuff.
And I always suspected that he did. It was just, and he had shouted out Mark Zuckerberg from what my homeboy, from what the homie Paris Paul said, but. At the same time,
so he was. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, because is that the same one where Mark Zuckerberg jumped on and he was saying, "Don't cut us off before we reach whatever it was." Yeah. I don't know what threshold they had almost reached. Yeah. So that was all an act.
Maybe so, because he had shouted him out. So.
Oh man,
I don't know. I haven't watched one of the streams, so
that's disappointing, man. DJs never fake anything.
Oh wow. All right, well, we appreciate you guys tuning in to Rap Sucks Radio. Thank y'all for listening, man. You can catch us on rapsucksradio.com or any of your favorite podcasting platforms, with the exception of Pandora. We will see y'all tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. And you can catch this episode tomorrow morning. We also are working on video. We're working on it, man. We're working on it. You know what I'm saying? We're trying. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, shout out to everybody who went to the room. What up, Op? What's going on? We'll holler at y'all next time. And on the count of 3, we say peace. 1, 2, 3. Peace.